everybody.
No, not your fault.
So let me know when you're all ready, and
We're good.
Get in there and we can do a mic check.
How close do you want me to go so I'm not in everybody's?
Everyone knows it's a press conference.
Yeah,
Okay,
go
the
ahead,
show
girl.
is.
Just, yep.
okay, we all good?
Yep.
Okay. Thank you everybody for being here this evening. This afternoon, an Amber Alert was issued for a 2-year-old girl, Mya Campbell, who had been inside of a car that was stolen from the Royal Farms in Spring and Spray Township. We're happy to say that Mya has been located in Philadelphia and she is safe. She's healthy, she's in good spirits, and she has been taken to a local area hospital with just this protocol to make sure she's okay. At 3:19 p.m. today, a car was stolen with Mya inside from the Royal Farms on the corner of Concord Road and Mount Zion Road. Police quickly developed a suspect, Maria McKenzie, and an Amber Alert was issued at 5:10 p.m. Spring and Spray Township's Patrol Division, its detectives, and the York County Care Team were all mobilized to help find Mya. In addition, information was developed that McKenzie was headed to the Philadelphia area, and law enforcement authorities in that city were alerted. Just before 6:30 p.m., Mya and the car were located by the Philadelphia police. We're now working on the reunification piece so that Mya can be reunified with her family, and we're also continuing to investigate the crime.
So how did they come to determine that it was Maria McKenzie that was the alleged abductor?
Through video surveillance footage at the Royal Farms.
And is it true, basically what we've heard the story is that she was at a facility for rehab, got out, somehow ended up down there at Royal Farms, was waiting for a ride or something, and then jumped into the car and then took off?
All that I know at this point for certain is that she was at the Royal Farm. She was at the Royal Farm store and then took that vehicle that was sitting there at the Royal Farm store. Correct.
How did she know that Mya was in the car? Is Mya her daughter?
No.
Okay.
Mya was in the vehicle, and McKenzie took the vehicle. It's unknown at this point whether she knew she was in the vehicle or not.
Okay.
So we don't know if there was any relationship between the two or if it was just a random act.
Correct. As far as we know at this point, there's no relationship.
And I think another thing that a lot of people are wondering, I mean, you said that the car was stolen at 3:19, the Amber Alert didn't go out until 5:10. So maybe just take us through that process, why it takes that amount of time to get an Amber Alert out, develop a suspect, get information that you can send out to the public.
No problem. So we have to get that information in piecemeal. So the investigators had to go in, check. We obviously had to do surveillance, video surveillance. They had to find out any information that they could at the time. We had no idea who the suspect was. We had no idea who Mya was even at the time until we contacted the mother. So that all takes time. Then that information has to be passed along to the Pennsylvania State Police, who then issue the Amber Alert.
So who was driving Mya and left her in the car?
Her mother was the driver.
Okay. And did she go into the store to pay for gas, or?
She had exited the vehicle, and our suspect got in the vehicle.
Okay. Was it instant?
Fairly quickly, yes.
And what are the circumstances? I know you can't kind of divulge much, but in terms of Mya being in Philadelphia in the car, was she with the car when she was located, or do you know anything about that at all?
I don't have anything I can confirm on that at this point.
And do you know why she went to Philadelphia? What was there that she was?
She's familiar with the area and had a residence there prior.
And how about her? Did she have a cell phone? Are they tracking her location, or is she kind of in the wind for now?
She's kind of in the wind for now.
And what do you want viewers to know about her in case people know anyone in Philadelphia? Is there anything, any neighborhoods or anything?
No, not at this point. We don't have that information.
So Mackenzie is not in custody,
Correct.
but in the Philadelphia area.
As far as we know, yes.
Okay. And so did she leave the car on the side of the road? Did she?
Again, I don't have that information. We were contacted by the Philadelphia police. We were focused mainly on getting Mya back safe to her family. So we were contacted by the Philadelphia police, who informed us that they had Mya and that she was safe and being checked at a local hospital.
And did they say how that happened? Did they say we got a tip from someone who spotted the vehicle? Was it police who spotted the vehiel? Do you know any of that?
No, again, at this point, I don't have that information. Like I said, we were focused mainly on getting Mya back.
And how about what charges is she possibly facing, Maria?
again, we haven't determined that yet. I'm sure there'll be a thorough investigation into this to find out what, if anything, we can charge, and that'll be in the future here as we go forward with the investigation.
And Maria is in the York County area, from the York County area?
That's unknown exactly where she's from right now.
But she will be facing charges from you guys at the Springersbury Township Police Department.
As long as the investigation pans out for those charges, yes.
Okay.
Going back to the Royal Farms, and apologize if you already said this, but the car, do we know where was the car in front of the store? Was it a gas pump? Was it running? Was it unlocked?
I don't know that information right now. The car was at the store. I don't know where at the store it was located. I do know that the mother had just exited the vehicle, and our suspect, Maria, basically jumped in the vehicle.
And what's Maria's background history? Do we know if she's had run-ins with police before or anything like that?
I don't have that information right now.
And did anyone help you, a family member of Maria's, help you identify that it was her on the video?
Yes, it was her father that helped us identify her.
So is it helpful when family members do step up to the plate to say, I'm going to help you do the right, have the right thing done?
Absolutely. Absolutely. We can't do this job without the public's assistance. And I'll be honest with you, through the Amber Alert and everything that occurred during this, I'm very grateful for all the public assistance that we had. We had an outpouring of people giving us information, and I appreciate that.
Was it a police or a member of the public that spotted the car and called it in?
I don't have that information right now. We just got the information from Philadelphia Police that Maya is safe and is at a local hospital being checked.
So people understand, because Brittany and I were talking how in just minutes, social media, thousands and thousands of shares were going on. How beneficial is sharing that information on social media to you guys, helping you find things?
That's extremely beneficial. I would say the majority of people have some sort of contact through social media. So to get that information out as quickly as we could, and we used our website and our social media account here as well. We used the York County Care Team, all of our media contacts, everything that we possibly could. That information getting out is really what helped us track everything down. So we like I said, we're very grateful for the public and for the social media contacts that we had.
And lastly, for me, how did it feel when you heard you got the call and they're like, she's okay? How did that feel?
Wonderful, absolutely wonderful. To have a 2-year-old taken from the township it's an absolute fear that we go through all the time. We have the park here, we have children here constantly, and something you never want to face. So when we found her and she was safe, couldn't have been a better feeling.
Perfect. That was good. Anything else that we should ask you? Anything else we missed? Anything else at all?
I don't think so. I think we've pretty much covered everything. Okay.
Will there be like a follow-up coming up to this week, like as you guys get more information?
Yeah, we'll put information out as we continue with the investigation, and of course, if any charges are filed, we'll make sure we have that out as well.
Thank you.
Okay.
Cool. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks much. Sorry for the.
We got it.
Yeah, no